Hey guys, so I am in literally God's country. This is in the middle of nowhere. I am at Ledge Rock Distillery, and it is in the middle of nowhere, but it is amazing, amazing views. Um, we're about ready to go inside. I just kind of want to give you guys a view of what I'm seeing here. And if you notice, we got a farm, a lot of grains right here. But anyways, their farm over there, you kind of see it. They farm all their grains here. They don't out-resource any grains, maybe one, very little bit. But after talking with Jay, I found that out. But they kind of have a neat story as well. Their son probably was one of the youngest distillers in the state. At 19 years old, they decided to open this up. And obviously they had to age some barrels, so they started out with unaged spirits, vodka, gin, but now they got their whiskey and their bourbon, and Jay's wife does some specialty infused spirits, which kind of interesting, root beer and some other things, but you guys have to see this. Isn't this beautiful? And they had built this. It is literally brand new inside. If you look, they got a lot of gifts and stuff there. But we're in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and this is when I looked up distilleries. This was one of them that popped up, and it had a lot of pictures of some stills, and I was interested in seeing these stills. So I popped in here at 11 o'clock in the morning. Probably was unexpected, but here we are. And it's starting to fill up here. Even though it's in the middle of nowhere, there is a lot of people showing up. All right, I am with Jay at Ledger Rock. Is that Ledge Rock?
Yep.
Distillery. And there's Jay. This I'm going to show you guys a video of the outside. This is amazing. They own their own farm and they farm all the grains they're using in here. We don't have a lot of time, so I am going to let Jay talk because you guys are going to want to see this. So this is what you'll see when you first walk in, and Jay's not got a lot of time, so we're looking at, got his own brick house here. And oh, wow, I can smell everything from the rick house, Jay. So what I know your son is distilling here,
right.
And he's 24.
Yeah, he just turned 24.
24.
Now he started when he was about 19 years old.
See,
I can't prove that he was the youngest legal distiller in the country,
so,
but he might have been.
So well, and the reason he started that young is because now, in order to get this stuff on the shelf, you have to age, and you guys are probably aging around 5 years here.
Just under, yeah.
Yeah. So
we built the building in 17, started distilling, and then opened the doors in 2018. So,
oh wow,
open the doors like everybody else with vodka and gin on the shelf, nothing else.
Oh yeah.
And then we had some.
Well, that's all you can do at that point.
That's all you can do.
Age.
And then our bourbons, they start getting around 2 years old,
Yeah.
and I know now it sounds silly, but we just started looking for some honey barrels and
wow.
start releasing.
Is that what you guys
barrels.
are using?
yeah. I mean, we just no. I mean, just sweet barrels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know, something that was, we know it wasn't old enough, but it was acceptable
yeah, yeah,
to the people coming in here, and they thought it was cool. So
yeah.
we were selling the whiskey way too young, but
Well,
I'm
for a 19-year-old kid, let me tell you guys this. This was a 19-year-old setup, and this was a. I mean, if I was 19 and I had this, Jay, I would be ecstatic.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
He was a little scared at first, you know, taking on this
sure.
added adventure. He was always helped me on the farm, and he's really good with equipment.
Yeah,
Kind of a natural as a kid, just like I was. He loved getting in the tractors
yeah.
and making them go. And
Now he's
so
hunting right now. Is
he's on, yeah,
why he's not
he's
here.
on South Dakota this week,
It'd
but
be neat to pick his brain
yeah.
because I believe these are Bain Marie's. Um,
So the original still that we brought in, I don't know if you had the background on it or not. We didn't get our original still.
oh
We were some of the Corson babies that
yeah,
ended up getting, for lack of a better term, screwed over. They took our money and didn't give us any equipment. So then we brought in this still. It's actually a Figgins reciprocating still
okay,
as the base. So when it came in, both kettles looked like this with the expansion chambers on,
yeah,
with the 6-plate column in the middle. Really, it's really designed for brandy, quite honestly.
yeah.
It's excellent brandy maker. We don't make brandy, we make vodka and we make whiskey. So because we didn't get our first equipment, we were freaking out. We had a building that was ready to accept equipment. We
Yeah.
found out we weren't getting any of our equipment. We didn't want to wait another year and order a Van Dome or a
Yeah.
Carl. So we this thing was available. It was being built. We brought it in. After we started using it, we figured out we really wanted some more automation. This
Yeah.
had no automation on it whatsoever. Bryce and I were sleeping up here babysitting this thing all the time, and we really couldn't make a consistent product with it. So what we did is we switched over and brought in an iStill 2 years ago, and really like the automation on there. It's a very compact unit, makes great product.
Now that is neat.
And you know, it makes its cuts at exactly the same temperature points every time. Once we
Really?
have our recipes built in there, and really does a nice job. But we didn't want to get rid of the original still because we can only do bigger batches. What I call bigger batches, 400 gallons plus,
Yeah.
and otherwise it doesn't run. So what I did is I added 4 more plates to this kettle and plumbed it in. So now we have 10 plates, and 2 things. One, it helps us get proof up on vodka because both stills have a hard time clearing 190. We can
So
get to
you're gonna get your
189.
neutral spirits over
So
here.
we want to finish our, we'll do our strips on the iStill yet, but Bryce is convinced now that with these extra plates he'll be able to clear 190 easier. We could do it with
100%.
this, but it was slow. It was
Yeah.
about a 40-hour run. And
So you guys are doing stripping runs there and spirit runs over here.
well, all the whiskey's being made on that still.
Okay.
Whether it's light whiskey, bourbon, everything's being made on that still. The only thing we're using this is for gin
Okay.
finish runs, and then we're going to try using it to make neutral spirits now versus going through that still. So
yeah, you're probably gonna get a. I mean, I see you
We'll
got
get a
your bubble plates in there.
Yeah.
And
and if I have to, I'm going to put another 8 plates alongside this one,
oh wow.
so I can make, because we can't be babysitting this thing for 40
Sure.
hours in a row.
Yeah.
On a 4th run, you know, the energy and time it takes to do that is silly. So, you know, this was our starter set, and the ice still really does the bulk of the work now.
Oh yeah, and that has to be a game changer for you guys. Specifically, you guys are still farming
Well,
because you farm all your grains here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe your bourbon. I think it was your bourbon. You got your barley and corn in.
So we're doing wheated bourbons.
It was a vodka.
So no, our bourbon is corn.
Oh, that's right.
Soft red winter wheat. And then we source a little bit of malted barley.
Yeah.
I'm not growing barley. I don't need that much. And then our vodka is 100% corn.
Yeah. Now, vodka is unique, right? From normal. vodka.
I think it is.
Well,
it's got a little sweetness to it that
that's
not everybody's used to.
Yeah.
It kind of throws people off.
Yeah,
But
well, this is vodka, you know, and you got that sweetness. Now you're probably getting that from a lot of it from your corn and then your process.
Yeah.
You know,
when you're just barely clearing 190.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clean, but it's not like a neutral spirit coming out of an ethanol plant where it's at 195, 196. Yeah. And that is pure. Ours just has that touch of character.
Oh, I know. And somebody was in here trying it right before you got here, and that's exactly what he said. This is really sweet.
Yeah.
But and you got your rick house here. Now, obviously, that started a while ago because obviously you have to age, and you guys can't open with, you know. I mean, you guys figured it out.
Yeah, we opened on vodka and gin. Didn't have whiskey for a while.
And you know, your wife was telling us about the gin. It was sounds citrusy.
Definitely, yeah. We use orange peel and everything, and some coriander, and then one of them we add some rose hips, and you know, so we got 2 different gins going on.
I'm telling you, Jay, this is a neat setup. Well, I tell you what, that had to have been a Christmas present for your son.
Well, like I said, he kind of.
And he was self-taught mostly. He spent 3 days at a distillery, kind of learning the ropes. And
actually, yeah. I mean, we didn't send him to college or anything for it. He actually wanted to be a firefighter, and this was just kind of going to be his job for a while. And but you know, we learned together. That was fun. Yeah. You know, I didn't know how the whole family was going to work together because we never really did it before. So between my wife doing the front room and Bryce and I back here, we actually. It's worked out pretty good. And
I tell you, I talked to Alan Bishop. You might not know who he is. The other day, and he said he would hire a backwoods moonshiner before somebody with a college degree.
Yeah, I believe that.
And everybody seems to think the same thing. But the industry wants that.
I kind of wish I would have. Yeah. I shouldn't say it, but you know, because the guys that aren't permitted, quite honestly, can have so much fun.
Oh yeah, and I've talked to other distilleries. They started out in the barn, you know, and they saved those recipes over time. When they opened up, they brought those recipes in, and you guys created your own, obviously, and with what you had accessible here on your farm, and made this work. And I mean, that's pretty damn awesome. Now I know you have an appointment, and I don't want to keep you. But Jay, this is awesome. I'm kind of glad I drove out here in God's country to see it, and your farm is awesome.
Well,
I'm gonna get some videos of that.
Please do.
But I'm telling you, if you're 19 years old and your dad gets you something like this, you have to be happy. Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
We got some natives. Native Wisconsins. How do you say it? Wisconsiners? Wisconsinites. Cheeseheads. Cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads, that works.
So, what brings you guys way out in the middle of a cornfield?
33-year anniversary.
33-year anniversary.
And a distillery.
So, that I guess.
Love and bourbon.
And gin.
And love bourbon.
So, I will say I got here like right at 11, and they showed up right after I did. So they were ready to drink at least by 11:30.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, so what's your names?
Steve.
Karen. Chris.
Daryl.
Chris seems to want to have pictures with me because she thinks someday I'm going to be famous. I'm trying to explain to her that's not going to happen. But she wants to be prepared.
Maybe just in case. Yes.
We got some famous people in the group, and I'm probably the least famous person in the group.
Make our day.
Yeah. So what are you guys drinking?
This is Farmer's Day Off.
Farmer's Day Off. Now what's in it?
It is a bourbon drink with
Lemonade triple sec.
Lemonade and triple sec. So it's the bourbon that they got here.
Correct.
How do you guys like that?
Awesome.
Now I seen you guys tasting some of the liquor.
Yes.
What'd you guys think about?
Vodka, gin, bourbon.
So
moonshine.
their vodka is sweeter than what you normally see in a vodka, and that has to do with a lot of their process and stuff. So that makes them unique as far as the vodka goes. So what was your favorite one?
I like their farm bourbon.
The farm bourbon?
Farm bourbon.
And you know that bourbon had to age for 5.5 years. So they didn't have it 5 years ago. They had vodka and gin.
We have patience. We will wait the 5 years.
Well, now they got a steady stream of it, but I believe they already sold out of their bourbon for the year.
Well, they sold out the Farm Boy.
Farm Boy,
Which
yep.
is what brought us up here, actually.
And they were
Oh,
out.
so
They were out
okay,
there.
hold on. So before it was for your anniversary, now they're saying they had ulterior motives.
Yes, they did.
They were here for something else,
They did.
not to celebrate an anniversary,
No,
but
we were here to celebrate the anniversary, but I said, well,
We
let's
wanted to
go
celebrate
there
it with
because they have bourbon, and they have really good bourbon, it looks like.
they do. I tried some, and they have some really good
Their gin is good, too, just FYI. Gin is
citrusy,
good. It
right?
is. Yeah, it is.
They had coriander, orange peel. So yeah, their gin is very citrusy, and it's refreshing. It's a good summer drink, I think,
Very good and a very delicious drink. Yes,
and a
it
very
is.
delicious drink. All right, hey, I thank you guys, and
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
enjoy God's country out here.
It is.
Like
The original farm back there.
it is. I passed 3 turkeys on the way here, so.
Now you're sitting with
The ones with
Yeah.
feathers or?
Yeah, the ones with feathers. You know, I got 4. Just showed up at some distillery in the middle of nowhere. Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. So we are in Appleton, Wisconsin. I think that's where I'm at. Appleton, Wisconsin. We are at the Shinery. Never heard of it until I got here. And let me tell you, they got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Let me show you the patio, and let's go inside and let's talk. Okay, we are at the Shinery in Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm going all over the place in Wisconsin. They are not just known for cheese, but apparently they're known for their liquor too. I am with Felix also. There's Felix. So you guys have events every year. And why don't you tell us about some of the events that you guys have?
I mean, we do a lot of events with the guys from the Moonshiners TV
Yeah.
show.
And you guys have that right there.
Yeah. Had Tim Smith up a whole bunch of times. We had Mark and Digger when we moved into this location do
Okay.
a meet and greet with us as well.
And they have some of their Sugarland shine they'll bring with for
absolutely.
the events.
And then I got like Tim Smith's Climax Moonshine right there.
I'd seen that when I walked in. So obviously Tim Smith's going to come and sign some bottles, right?
I think a couple of them. Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
there
the one
is.
right there has the
Yep.
autograph on it already.
And but you guys also have your own brand,
Mhm.
also, and I think if I was talking to your dad earlier, and you guys are using different distilleries with different types of.
Yeah, we source out to a few different distilleries. I always say it's like our recipe, they're still.
Yeah.
We have so many flavors now from our own brand that we just don't want to overwhelm one distillery in particular.
That's exactly what your dad was saying. Is sometimes if he needs to, he's going to outsource to another distillery.
And then
you
we
guys
just
are going through it,
and we just test it and make sure it's what we want before it goes out. Some flavors we've had 3-4 iterations of before it's like the
Sure.
final one. So
and why don't you run me through some of your flavors, some of your shine?
I got all our moonshine right on this wooden rack, and then the 2 racks on the other side on either side of the oven there.
Okay.
Got like
You got apple or caramel apple. I bet
caramel
you that's good.
apple, Wisconsin cinnamon. I've got strawberry, sweet tea. Got apple crisp over here, lemon drop, pina colada, banana Fosters, peppermint.
Banana Fosters.
It's a good one. We're doing banana and pineapple juice drink that's been a big hit this
Oh, wow.
summer. Got like our plain moonshine we call bathtub shine, vanilla bean, blackberry, apple pie. Our bestseller is the cafe espresso down there on the bottom, or the coffee moonshine.
Now, who comes up with these flavors? Your dad?
Mostly my dad, yeah. We got habanero, which is really good in Bloody Marys. Peach, Brown Betty is a new one we're trying out. That's apple pie and pumpkin pie together. That's been
Oh,
a big
wow.
hit. Butterscotch, you got maple on the bottom.
The maple looks like it's in a maple jar.
Mm-hmm.
Maple syrup jar.
Yeah, and then we've got lime and peach margarita, watermelon, pumpkin spice over there.
Peach
That's
margarita.
that's a
yeah.
new one. That's been a big hit all summer as well.
It sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's better than our peach, weirdly enough. And then we just started doing creams too. So I've got butter pecan cream and maple cream. And we got like oatmeal cookie, more maple, got caramel moonshine as well.
so you guys have a lot of different flavors.
I believe we have the most variety in the whole country now for moonshine.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's what Troy keeps telling me to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got more than I've seen at one spot.
Yeah.
You guys carry other brands. Old Smoky, I see, is here.
We got some big brands from the Gatlinburg and the Tennessee area. Stuff from the
Tennessee.
Moonshiners TV show. Some smaller stuff that we try out to see if it's works or not.
Yeah.
You know.
100%. Then see, you had got some for grilling, I guess, right?
Yeah, some
And
like
beef rub.
some dry rubs there. Got a whole food section on the other
Yeah.
side of the store that we do all sorts of like pickled foods, hot sauces, salsas. Like a really good Bloody Mary mix that we do.
Oh yeah, I seen
Yeah, it's right
that.
over.
Let's check out your Bloody Mary stuff.
Yeah, I got like I definitely. I mean, the guys that you had in were buying the mix. It's
Oh
our
yeah, okay.
spicy Bloody Mary mix that we do. I've got all sorts of different. I got like Bloody Mary pickles, regular pickles, spicy pickles, mushrooms, jalapenos, carrots, pickled eggs, asparagus. Our frog
Jeez.
balls are Brussels sprouts, dilly beans up top.
So I'm glad you told me that was Brussels Brussels sprouts because I mean I was gonna wonder what frog those came from, but
Yeah, I feel like I have to say Brussels sprouts right after I say frog balls
because
usually.
I mean I'll be honest with you, I don't know. You know, maybe
Yeah.
there's a frog with balls like
Yeah,
that. You know?
Troy likes his racy names for things. If you can't tell.
Oh, asshole.
Satan's asshole moonshine jelly. That's a newer thing we're just putting
So
out.
for us, it just means that we're gonna have a really bad day. You know, I
Maybe
asshole.
it's like a hot pepper jelly.
It's got to be hot.
It's
I mean,
yeah, it's like a spicy pepper jelly. Got like nasty ass pickled eggs. Our best selling.
I like them though. I like the names.
Our best selling hot sauce is our shit your pants hot sauce.
So this is the place to go if you want to.
Die.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that or
If you want to
you know,
test
this is the hemorrhoid aisle right here.
test your limits.
Yeah. If you want hemorrhoids, this is where you need to go right here. You
Yeah,
guys
we got some smaller side. That's a really good bourbon aged maple syrup that we do. I've got like just random like gourmet peanut butter, honey roasted sunflower seeds over there.
you guys got just about anything and everything, even
Mhm.
hand sanitizer.
Got some hand sanitizer still.
And this is your
This is the little like a Moscow Mule
apple
gift
oh,
box.
that's
Now
right.
that's with our store brand apple pie.
Which
yeah.
one's the Moscow Mule?
Oh, that's like that whole thing is like a little like you see Lisa, the other owner. She makes little
Oh, okay.
like recipes so people know like people always ask us things that they can do with the moonshine or what kind of drinks they can make.
Oh yeah.
That's actually why we started doing drinks here in the store.
Okay,
as well.
so you guys actually have a full service bar here as well.
And I was gonna say we have a really good whiskey line too. The
let's
Boondog.
let's check out your.
Oh yeah, Troy wouldn't let it go if I forgot to mention the whiskeys.
Oh yeah.
Got some really fancy ones and some other fun ones, but the Boondog stuff specifically is ours. It's named after Troy's bulldog Boone.
Okay, sea salted caramel.
Mhm.
So that's your brand right
That's
there.
our brand for whiskeys. Yeah, the Scorch Brown Sugar whiskey in particular is our best seller. It makes a really really good old fashioned,
I love old fashions.
which would also be our best selling drink here.
Then you got
But
candy apple too.
That's a new one. It's gonna be a big hit for the fall. I think it's got a real sweet, like candy apple flavor.
Then you got what's this, sampler packs?
Little sampler packs. I've got individual minis
Sure,
up on the
apple
bar
pie,
too.
root beer, blackberry, banana, banana Foster.
Banana Foster.
Okay. Wow.
We find things even they're not necessarily moonshine related that go at the store. Like we're doing Mexican moonshine tequila. That's been a big hit as well.
So I've never. So is it taste like tequila?
It's just a really good small batch tequila, but he's that Roger Klein, the guy who makes it. He lives right on the border, like in Arizona.
Okay.
I want to say, so he calls it Mexican moonshine for that reason. But
yeah, I mean, to be real tequila, you kind of gotta go to well, Tequila Mexico.
Gotta go to the source.
And so you guys have a special going on right now. Buy a flight of moonshine or any regular size moonshine and get a free Yingling Oktoberfest. So what's a
flight is like 4 shots.
Okay.
I mean, for the standard flight, you can do as many or as few as you'd like, but yeah, we got our little moonshine.
Okay, so you come in here and sample what you guys have on the shelf.
Got usually a menu of different moonshine flavors that you can try from each day. A lot of our best sellers and a lot of our store brand flavors on the list usually. And then we're doing all sorts of drinks too. We're doing different moonshine, different whiskey drinks. Like I was talking, we're using our scorched brown sugar to do old fashions. We use like the Curveball barbecue whiskey to do really good Bloody Marys. I do blackberry bramble drinks. We're doing like bomb pop and dessert drinks as well. Like all sorts of fun stuff. Iced coffee.
And you guys got a little patio out here.
Oh,
probably perfect for events. So Wisconsin, not just known for cheese, but apparently some good moonshine too. All right, I am at Plank Road Distillery, and what is this? Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Plymouth, Wisconsin.
So part of my Wisconsin tour, and I'm going to tell you, like a small mom and pop, brick and mortar, however you want to call it, set up. They got what it takes to make it. I don't know. His wife is amazing. She's got all kinds of drinks. I've been trying them all. If you haven't, Michael, I know you're going to tell me I've tried too many, but they got what's going on, and we're going to see kind of what they got going on here. And I'm going to talk with the owner, and we're going to. I can kind of see it still from here. He's not going to give me a full picture of it.
There it is.
But we're going to take a look at it still. And, okay, so they call them planks. And I'm sure you guys been to breweries. They do the same thing. But here, they got these. This is what I ordered. Strawberry lemon drop. Great. You can't go wrong. All these are awesome. And we got the owner. And
can you tell us my fanny pack?
Tell me about your still. I love this thing.
So we've got a 26-gallon electric heat from Mile High Distilling.
You got the reflux column going.
So it's the column. We can take plates in and out. We can run it as a pot still. We can add all the reflux, shut the water off, turn the water on, whatever. It's very flexible.
You are doing, it is flexible because you are doing everything from, you got rum, you got bourbon, you got tequila.
We got vodka, gin, rum. We're one of 2 distilleries in Wisconsin that makes a tequila.
Yeah.
We've got bourbon, corn whiskey, rye whiskey, a single malt whiskey.
Now I had some of your bourbon. You got 2 bourbons, right?
It's the same bourbon, just 2 different proofs. So
same bourbon, 2 different proofs.
Barrel strength is 120.
And we won't tell nobody what I already think.
Yep.
But the bourbon is, and I'm a bourbon snob, and I like your bourbon.
Thanks.
I like both proofs. Now, I'm typically like around a 90 proof type of person, but that was what, 128 you said?
120.
120 proof. And the 120 proof really was smooth. It really was. It didn't have a bite to it. But more importantly, you got this person right here that is the brains behind
Correct.
behind this whole operation, because what you guys do is you take what you're making and you guys are creating all kinds of drinks from this, and you put them in these, what do you call them?
It's a plank. Yeah.
Plank
Cocktails.
But better yet, the name of your distillery is Plank Road Distillery. So we got planks.
We serve
From-
planks at Plank Road.
From Plank Road Distillery, and you guys have the blueberry tea, special
so
tonight.
we do different specials. Yep. So the spirits are essentially the building blocks.
Yeah.
Right. So we try to make good, clean spirits. We sell it by the bottle, and then the cocktails, in plank form or not, allows our customers to have the experience of trying the spirits in a tasty cocktail like you might enjoy at home.
Well, I will tell you, obviously I've enjoyed every one of them, thanks to you and your wife, because she's the brainchild of the drinks. And you guys have bottles here. I'm gonna kind of go over, because you guys do rum.
We do rum. Yeah.
And tequila. So we got vodka, which is exactly what that's for.
Seven times distilled on the vodka due to purity and inefficiency because of that.
So how many gallons is that still? Because
26.
this is what's impressive.
It's 26 gallons.
26 gallons.
Right up to the brim. Yeah.
And they have this going on with a 26 gallon still. So they got their vodka, gin. Now believe it or not, like, he's just like everybody else, and he's going to be innovative, and he's using his sight glass as a gin basket. And which is what a lot of people have done. I've thought about the same thing.
It works. It works for us.
But innovation's kind of what brought us all here, vodka, gin. He's got his gin basket in the sight glass. Okay, so I tried this American rye, and I will tell you that typical rye fashion, it is very mellow compared to what you would get from a rye. Now you get that bite, but it's not as bad as what I typically have.
It's got a spicy note. It lets you know you're drinking a rye, but it's not.
Rye.
It shouldn't be too harsh.
Yeah, it's rye, but it is smooth. And see it. So here's his tequilas, and he's got two different kinds. He's got his corn whiskey single malt. See, and his rum. That's kind of impressive. So a lot of people don't do rum, but you're doing rum, gin, vodka, all off this still.
Yeah.
And this is for a smaller operation. It's not small, but it's hometown small, right?
So we might be the smallest distillery in the state of Wisconsin. 126 gallon still.
126 gallon.
Probably the smallest in the state right now.
But the products you got going on here, it's quite impressive.
We tell people size doesn't matter.
Well, with the wife over there, we'll talk about this for a minute. You're right. Size doesn't matter. And if you're going for quality, and obviously how your still runs, you still got that over there. Now he's kind of got a kind of a cool story. He waited for this beauty right here. And while he was waiting for this beauty, he built something else. And innovation is what we kind of all look at so he built this himself to start with while he was waiting, because COVID put a damper on pretty much everything. And this was the start, right?
This was our first column. Yeah.
This was the first column.
And
he built
Such
this
as it is.
while he was waiting on the reflux column to come in. And that's pretty much the setup. Now, that is a neat, what is that? 4-inch column.
4-inch column.
So that's 4-inch column.
2-inch shotgun.
2-inch shotgun. He's got the sight glass at the top. He's using also as a gin basket. So you see a shotgun right there. But, you know, they have, I'm going to walk around here and I want to see these. So his wife got involved, and we have got all these drinks. All right, we have to get this. So they are the reigning, fourth
best new craft distillery in the country, according to USA Today.
So yeah, fourth best, according to USA Today. He's pretty modest, but this is kind of a big deal, especially for this kind of distillery.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I looked outside when I was coming here, and the building, everything was kind of different, you know. This used to be something else back in the day.
Yeah, 175 years ago, this was a stagecoach inn on the old Plank Road Trail. So that's why we're Plank Road Distillery. Correct.
So Plank Road Distillery on Plank Road Trail, and they got the Plank Road. You guys have to try this. If you're in Plymouth, Wisconsin, you need to come here. And let me get your sign here. You have to come here. Plank Road Distillery, Plymouth, Wisconsin. You won't be disappointed.
Highway Thunder Road, sometimes into Asheville, sometimes Memphis town. The revenuers chased him, but they couldn't run him down. Each time they thought they had him, his engine would explode. He'd go by like they were standing still on Thunder Road. And there was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. And there was moonshine, moonshine, quenched the devil's thirst. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. On the 1st of April, 1954, the federal man sent word he'd better make his run no more. He said 200 agents were covering the state, whichever road.